Hello everyone, my name is Jada Williams. First, I want to start off by saying I'm sorry for not posting. I know I keep apologizing. Apology after apology after apology. But I have a really good excuse this time because literally I have been having the most difficulty finding a phone, and now I finally have a phone, and basically I'm using my phone to film this video for you guys today because my other phone, long story short, it stopped working. And honestly, the screen kind of I cracked this side of the screen, and after that the whole screen started not to work. So I had like a Samsung S20 Ultra 5G, so I would just constantly use the little S Pen that it came with because that's the only thing I could use, because I literally couldn't even navigate across the screen with my finger because the screen literally stopped working, and it literally only responded to my S Pen that basically comes with the phone. So, and after that completely stopped working, where I can't use the phone period, and basically I had the most difficulty transferring my videos over to this phone because I literally had 3 videos that I filmed on my old phone, and I was planning on transferring it over to my new phone. And I put the SIM card into my old SIM card into my new phone to see if that would help activate it, and it did. It really did. It activated my phone, but it didn't transfer over my my videos, my photos from my other phone to this phone for some reason. I don't know, but I'm still trying to figure it out. But in the meantime, I'm just trying to film this video for you guys today, just so that you have something to watch in the meantime. So today's video, like I said, it's gonna be my first year of college, my experience, the good and the bad, and basically how it went, whether it was easy or whether it was difficult, and what to expect. I mean, I'm still pretty much still a freshman, but I can tell you how at least my first year of college went. And the reason why I'm making this video, because I plan on transferring, or I am transferring actually, from Concordia, I can't even talk, from Concordia to St. Edward's University, which is also a private university in Austin, but it's a little bit closer to where I live. So yeah, and I'm gonna be telling you exactly why I wanted to transfer over to a different university. But first, I'm gonna be telling you why I attended Concordia, basically what interested me into basically applying for their university. And basically that's because it's a Christian university. If you researched it online, you'll see it's around a lot of nature, and that it's very Christ-centered, it's Christian university. And I'm religious, not religious, but you know, I do occasionally read my Bible and all the things that a Christian does. And so I went to Concordia because that's basically what led me into being a student there. First of all, it's in a Christian environment, and the nature is I love nature. Let's get that out of the way. I love nature. I love trees. I love greenery. I love scenery. All of that. So also I wanted to go there because my GPA, let's be honest, it wasn't that high. It wasn't high. It wasn't where I wanted it to be. So because when I was in high school, obviously I graduated in 2022. So prior to graduating, obviously I went to I went through the COVID-19 pandemic, and it was kind of hard, and I feel that was part of the reason why my GPA lowered, even though online schooling was fun for me, and I actually started having a lot of great time, or I started passing most of my classes with online schooling. But what happened after kind of really contributed to my grades kind of dropping a little bit, and that was because 2 of my family members passed away. I would say a couple months between each other, because even after even after COVID-19 supposedly ended and that public schooling started to start, and basically they were allowing students to go to school publicly, basically after that, the COVID-19 pandemic was still on and going. Like basically people were still sick, people were still getting the pandemic, because obviously like some people just don't know how to, you know, isolate themselves, and it just, yeah, whatever. But yeah, so like my family member, like my grandpa, he passed away, and long story short, like my aunt Lena passed away like a couple months between. But yeah, so yeah. And also I forgot what I wanted to talk to you about. So yeah, like that's the reason why my GPA was like lower than, like, you know, the average high school student. And that's also why I went to Concordia. But even though like it's a great university, like there's a lot of great people there. I've met a lot of great people there, honestly. I've met so many different like people, like from different, like I'd say like it's pretty diverse. And I had people from different backgrounds, like my friends, they were like all from different backgrounds. So I really liked being there. But the reason why I wanted to leave was because there wasn't a lot to do. Like when I say no Greek life, I mean no Greek life whatsoever. Like literally you had to go out of your way to hear about a party, because there wasn't a lot of parties, or I'd say little to no parties. But they did have like a good amount of events happening on campus, but I feel like there were little to no parties. Like they had silent disco, they had the masquerade ball that I went to, and they had a couple more events that I went to. But as far as like actual like parties, you had to go out of your way to hear about them, and I didn't really like that, because even though, you know, speaking from someone who doesn't really go to parties that often, I felt like there wasn't a lot to do on campus. And they had obviously like baseball, football games, but I don't really tend to go to baseball, football games, because I'm not someone who enjoys like watching sports, or anyone I don't know, but I don't tend to like watch that kind of stuff even on TV. I just don't really tend to watch it. So that's like speaking from my own experience, of my own like my own reasons why I didn't want to go. And honestly, it's a great university to start off. Like college is really expensive, and a lot of people start off like honestly at a community college, and then they basically use that, like everything they've learned, like the courses, and they use that to basically spend a little bit of more time gathering enough money to actually go to the university they want to go. Or even then, like sometimes they don't end up wanting to go, and they just want to spend the majority of their time in a community college, which is completely fine. So honestly, like it depends on the person that you depends on the person, obviously, and basically what you hope to achieve. Like your career also plays a huge part in what college you want to go to. So yeah, when I went to Concordia University not high school, what I'm talking about, Concordia University, Texas, I wanted to pursue nursing. Like my career was basically nursing, and I still had a couple, like obviously, like they give you like your first year of college, this is any college, like they'll give you like courses that you need to basically ace or pass the class, and then after that you do your prerequisites, or at least that's how it was for me. But I know for like every college you have to do at least like some classes that every freshman needs to take inevitably. So honestly, like there also like another reason why I wanted to transfer over from Concordia to St. Edward's is because the food, and I have a certain dietary restrictions. So I made sure to let the what's it called? I have literally brain fart. Okay, I made sure to let the lunch lady, I don't know why it took me so long to say that, but I basically set up a meeting with her, and I said, hey, this is basically like everything that I cannot have, and I hope to have more foods with this in it rather than this, or can you basically accommodations for my dietary needs. And so like I set up a meeting with her and everything. It was really great. Like, you know, like the staff that I talked to was really sweet, and everyone was really nice to talk to, like great customer service. So like I basically set up a meeting with her, and she's like, okay, like we can certainly do that. We have a lot of other students that also have dietary restrictions, so you're not alone. And also like we have like dairy or like non-dairy, like non GMO, all of that. And yeah, so like after that, like the first 2 weeks after I set up a meeting with her, she accommodated all of my needs, and I felt like there were a lot of food options I could have. But not too late after that, like probably like, I don't know, like 2 more weeks after that, like I felt like there were a lot of things, like I felt like it went back to normal. Like there was still like it went back from like I don't know what to say, but it went like from having like everything I could have to basically everything I couldn't have. So I saw like a lot of like things that had cholesterol, and then my family has a long basically period of people dying of diabetes, high blood pressure. So I have to really watch what I eat with like junk food. I literally can't have junk food. And things with cholesterol, and then like red meat has a lot of cholesterol in it. And also I can only have veggies, like brown rice or white rice, but preferably brown rice. And also like I've been trying to eat white meat, and it's been great so far. Like I have no problem eating red meat because I don't like red meat anymore. But that's typically why I wanted to stop going to Concordia, because a lot of the even though I set up a meeting with the lunch lady, basically a lot of food options, like it went back to normal after the first 2 weeks of having some pretty great food. And after that it just kind of went, after that it was like a hit or miss, to be honest. That's my own experience. So anyone who's watching this that goes to Concordia, just basically take it with a grain of salt, because like I said, it depends on the type of person that you are. Like maybe you like depends on like what kind of foods you like, and also like what you hope to achieve in college and all that. So it varies between different experiences. So that's basically why I want to transfer from Concordia to St. Ed's. Now let's get on to basically so now let's talk about my first year of college, like with the assignments, with midterms, with finals, with the events that I was going to occasionally, between everything. And yeah, so like I said, I met a lot of great people there. I met a lot of great friends there, and orientation was really nice. The campus overall is a nice campus, but it is a little bit like, since it's a private university, of course it's gonna be tight-knit, and it's gonna be like a smaller than what you're used to, like maybe coming out of high school, there being like a lot of people. Obviously, like in a private university, sometimes there's like 3,000 to 6,000 people total on campus. I don't really know how many people there are at Concordia, but like it's really like a really small campus. If I had to make a good estimate, it'd probably be like 4,000, between like 4,000 and 6, not even 6,000, like probably like 4,000 or 3,000, to be honest. But I really like that, because you have one-on-one time with your professor, and you get to like basically have like that one-on-one relationship with you and your professors, so you can like easily ask them for help if you needed to. And in a public university, it's really hard to do that, because there's a lot of students on campus, because it's a public university. So obviously there's gonna be like twice as many like students, and sometimes if you need help, there's gonna be like also a lot of students that need help, so it's gonna be hard for you to get to the professor. And that's what I liked about Concordia, to be honest. So like my first year of Concordia, like I really liked going to the events they had, and also like the workload was really like honestly a breeze. But yeah, it was honestly a breeze for me, because like coming out of like Kingwood High School, basically the high school that I graduated out of, they really over prepared me for college. And I don't know if it's considered a college preparatory school, but I did hear from other students that went to Kingwood High School. They basically considered it a college preparatory high school, because like I had a lot of assignments at Kingwood and it was honestly more stressful than it ever could have been in college. Honestly, that could change. Like, I'm only a year into college, but for right now, even like I've read like many other different college experiences from juniors, seniors, even like they have said that like this is a lot more like lenient than high school, and I'm definitely more like it's like laid back, because like you get assignments like every couple weeks instead of it being like in high school like where you have it pretty like consistently between like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and you have like a test on Friday or Thursday depending on like what your teacher like their whole like schedule is. So yeah, honestly, like it really depends on the student. Sometimes people prefer like college basically more difficult than high school, but the majority of experiences, or like the majority of reviews that I've read from college students, all of them have said like this is a lot more easier than high school. So just something to keep in mind if you're like in high school and you're nervous about college. Just like even like UT students, I heard that like even UT, as prestigious as it can be, people have said that it's less competitive and less stressful than their experience in high school has been. So that's basically how my college year went. Like, it was laid back. It was like I could have asked help, because like in like I said, like in a private university, if I needed help, I could most certainly get it, and that's what I loved about Concordia. So yeah. And also, like, what else? Also, the assignments that we had, like, it was like pretty also laid back. Like, they would give you assignments like every 4 or 5 days. Sometimes you would get like 2 assignments per day, or like, I don't know, like if your professor felt like it, sometimes you would have 3 per day, but nothing like, it'll be like a self-reflection paper or like an essay. I have difficulty writing essays, so like I said, I had more than enough assistance writing an essay or like getting help with an essay, because I basically requested a meeting at the writing center, and they were really helpful, honestly. Like, I got like an A on an essay. Like, every time I went to the writing center, I got like an A, like mostly A's. So yeah. And also, like, midterms were great. Honestly, midterms came by really fast, honestly, because when you're in college, like even in high school, like the year goes by really fast. Like, if you're doing like the more work you do, per week, sometimes time can seem like slow when you're doing assignment after assignment, but then you realize like 3-4 weeks went by, like 5 weeks went by, and you're already into like midterms, right? So like that's how it was for me in college. A lot of things that happened in high school, a lot of things that you consider like high school environment, is kind of like that in college, because obviously like we have freshmen, like you have the freshman, you have the sophomore, you have the senior, junior, all of that. So like it also depends what career you want, like what career you're like interested in, because sometimes careers require like more than 4 years of college. Sometimes you have to do 8 to 12 years, depending on whether you like whether or not you want to be a doctor or a nurse or a lawyer, whatever the case may be. And yeah, so like midterms were like, it was fun, honestly. Like, studying, I love to study. I love to like basically that college life, I love it. And also like finals, I forgot what classes I was taking, like my first semester of college. I think I can pull it up on my laptop. One moment, I'm gonna do it right now, and I will like basically get back to you in a minute. Also, keep in mind that this video might be long. I know my videos are typically long, apart from the slowed reverb audio videos that I do also. I just want to like make sure you guys know that, because I'm kind of like getting into like many different subjects in this video. So if you want to like pause and come back, you're more than welcome to do so, or even skip forward. Like, I don't mind whatsoever, because sometimes I'd be rambling. So anyway, I have some of my classes pulled up on my laptop here, and I was taking like fundamentals of communication, and also what's it called, I can barely see it, okay? Fundamentals of communication. I was taking an algebra class as well. Fundamentals of algebra, I think it was called Fundamentals of Algebra. And let's see, I think it was intro to algebra. And I was taking also like a history class, because like I said, like you have to take pretty much history, science, English classes your first year, like all the courses. So yeah, so I was taking like a history class. It was called American Citizenship and Government. That was basically my history class that I took my first year of college. And then I also took a science class, I think. No, I didn't take a science class, but I did take a social studies class. So I took like 2 history classes. I took like history 1644, or it was like either, I don't know, I don't know what time period it was set in, but I took like kind of like 2 history classes. I don't know, but I talked to my academic advisor about that. She said that basically that will help benefit basically what I'm trying to like the career path. It's gonna help push me into the right career path that I'm going to as a nursing career. Oh my god, my mom just got here. Okay, that's fine. All right, yeah, so that's basically like the class. I was taking 5 classes maximum. I don't know why I can't pull up all of them on here, because like I just finished a year of college, so maybe it's not popping up on my screen. But yeah, but like this year like transferring over from Concordia to St. Edward's, I already oh my god, I already registered for classes. So like I'm gonna be taking like some other classes like oral communication, also like global, for where is it, oh my god, diverse American perspectives, American literature, and what else, general biology. Also like the lab is another class, but like general biology is also one of the other classes. Oh yeah, I was taking life and leadership my first year of college, and I was also taking like I said, a history class and social studies, and one other class, I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, intro to algebra. I think that might be 5, I'm not sure, but that's basically the classes I was taking like within my first year. Like first and second semester I was taking different classes, obviously, but like that's basically what I was taking, because I can't pull up my first semester, but I don't think I can pull up like first and semester classes and give you like an accurate like thing. And yeah, so this year, like transferring over to Concordia to St. Ed's, I'm gonna be completing a Bachelor of Arts with a concentration in nursing. So I'm gonna be like completing that, and it's gonna help contribute to my nursing degree path. And yeah, it's basically gonna help clear up my pathway and ensure success. So also, what else did I want to talk about? Let's see. Finals was honestly like, finals was definitely like the most stressful. If I had to give you like basically a stressful part of like my first year of college, probably like finals, because obviously like you're taking big tests after another big test after another one. So I was taking like since I had like 5 classes, my first 3 finals were easy, but like obviously like I had a couple difficult classes, but most of them were like easy. So finals, honestly, like if you're coming out of high school, I would personally recommend you like decide on like basically how you learn best. Like I'm a visual learner, so I like to do Quizlet, I like to use Kahoot, and I like to do a little bit of flashcards. Like Quizlet is a great way to study on flashcards, or if you want to use like the actual like flashcards that you can purchase at any local grocery store, you can get those too. And also like whether you're like a I forgot what's other, like a visual learner, and also like what else, like a let me like search it up, hold on. So like yeah, basically what I was saying, you have to decide on like what kind of learner you like, what kind of learner you are. And I'm a visual learner, and there's also like different types of learning styles that you can do. Like there's the auditory type of learner, which is basically you recognize auditory basically, like I forgot what it's called, but there's also kinesthetic learner, and like I don't know how to pronounce that, but like it's kinesthetic learner or something, I don't know. There's also like a reading writing learner. I'm kind of a little bit of this too, because I like to write things down rather than to type it into the computers. I learn best basically writing things down, and I can remember things writing things down a lot faster than like typing it into the computer. Plus it helps basically engrave the knowledge into my brain, so that even after I take the test, I still remember like pretty much a good amount of the stuff that I studied. So yeah, that's like a great way, especially like whatever major you're majoring in. It's really good to learn, like don't just study things to memorize it, but also study it to like understand it. Like make sure you understand everything that you're reading. Like don't just like read it and basically like don't read it with the intention of memorizing it. Like basically try to understand it. Like you can go on YouTube, you can go on honestly YouTube is the only thing I use, so I don't know what other source there is out there, but YouTube has like a really nice like variety of like clips that you could use. Like there's different like scenarios that can help you learn basically like the knowledge that you're trying to engrave into your brain. It really helps engrave it into your brain for like a while if you basically look onto YouTube, like whatever subject you're majoring in, like type it in. And also like it just really helps, like as a visual learner, it really helps to watch YouTube videos, especially because you can see basically everything in front of you. And yeah, also it helps to hear it sometimes when you like, sometimes when the person is saying, hey, like imagine this and imagine that, sometimes that helps me imagine, sometimes that helps me understand it, because like they're talking it in actual life scenarios, like actual day-to-day scenarios that we come across like frequently, and sometimes that helps me remember and actually like remember it for long term instead of a short term kind of thing. So yeah, also like I just want to say, like if you're like whatever you're majoring in, like it really is more beneficial for you to remember things long term. Like I said, don't just remember it just to remember it, because like you have to actually know like what you're talking about. Like especially if you're a doctor, it's really important that you understand what you're reading, because you don't want to be like that person that basically has been like slacking and like in college. I mean, like you're just passing a test just to pass it, like rather than to understand it, because it's really gonna matter when you're doing surgery on a person, or when you're like doing like checkups on a person, like whatever, like a pediatric does checkups on children. And like sometimes like it's like just don't do that, because like that could like literally end up in disaster, and you definitely don't want disaster for yourself. If you, yeah. Basically, that's what I was saying. And that's basically all the recommendations that I have for taking finals and taking tests in general. Like, make sure you understand the material that you're writing down, instead of just like remembering it just to remember it. So thank you for watching this video. I hope it was not too long, and I hope there's a lot of things that you can learn from it. I try to be like, obviously, like, this is my own this is my own experience and like basically what works for me, but I know there's a lot of visual learners out there that are looking for also like different ways to learn. So yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a great evening, night, morning, whatever time you're watching this video. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. I forgot to include why I want to go to St. Edward's. Like, I've told you why I want to transfer, but I haven't told you why I want to transfer to the Pacific College that I want to transfer to. Literally. So the reason why I want to go to St. Edward's is because obviously, like, they have better dietary restrictions for me. Like I said, like, I have really bad, not really bad, but like have like a pretty strict dietary restrictions. So I feel like they adapt to my specific dietary restrictions better than Concordia does. As amazing as that college is, it's not for me. Like, it's literally nothing to do for me. And also, like, it just kind of got repetitive really fast. Like, the same thing over and over. It's got really boring really fast for me. And yeah, so like that's also the reason why I wanted to go to St. Edward's. And also, like, it's a pretty beautiful university. Like, if you look at like the like if you have done your research like I have, you can like actually see like everything, like the main building, also like the nature that it's also surrounded by. Like, there's a lot of trees in that area. Given that it's in Austin, it is 3 miles away from the city part of Austin, so that's really convenient for me too. Like, I like to obviously, like, I want this campus to have like I want this campus to have like some restaurants on campus. Like, there's like a Starbucks, no, not a Starbucks, but they do have like a coffee house at St. Edward's that I saw, and they have like a sushi bar and a salad bar, and also like many different things. If I honestly, like, this video would be like longer than it already is if I gave you basically every single restaurant they have on campus. And also, like, the education, it's more, and academically they challenge you more, and it's more prestigious at this university. Like, I looked it up because I was really excited to go there, and honestly, I was kind of like, I got in my own head, as you typically do. Sometimes you can like cheat yourself out, but I did actually end up getting into like such a great university, and I'm grateful for, you know, myself, because I've worked really hard to get there. So also, like, what was I gonna say? Shit. Okay, what was I gonna say? Okay, so like, more leaning on the fact that like it's a private university, so you still have like that tight-knit community. But like, the reason why I definitely wanted to go, because like the restaurants that they have on campus is more than Concordia has. And not only that, but they have food that I can enjoy rather than like I said, like junk food. And they not only have like 3 dining halls, Concordia only has 1, and they have a Chick-fil-A. Sometimes they have Chick-fil-A food that they sell, and like some food trucks come in every now and then, but it's not the same as having like a coffee house and also like a sushi bar and a salad bar that St. Edward's has, because obviously like there's a lot of variety, and I felt like Concordia didn't have a lot of variety. And you also had to and also, like, oh yeah, so like the dining hall, they only have 1, and St. Edward's has three, like from what I've seen and from researching, they have like 3 dining halls, 3 great ones, and they also like different foods. Obviously, like they all have like really healthy foods that I can have, and honestly I feel like that's more convenient for me and my college experience. I feel like that benefits me in college, because obviously like your main priority is eating and also sleeping. So like you have to have a good sleep schedule, which is important, and you also have to be eating the right foods, because a lot of college students, like when you're in college, sometimes it's really easy to eat anything and everything, like junk food or like ramen noodles. I cannot have that because it has way too much sodium, and that automatically leads to high blood pressure, and I just like cannot have that. And at least for me, if I have a lot of salt, it raises up my blood pressure, and also like it really makes me dizzy. It's like way too much salt. And also what else was I gonna say? The reason why I also wanted to go to St. Edward's is because, like I said, they're prestigious. They challenge you more academically. Like you might still have, like I've seen, my mom went to Prairie View for short, and she said that like they'll give you like she said that like not to worry about my first year of college, because in college you typically get big projects, but you typically get more time to complete them. So she said like every 2 weeks you'll get like a project, or you'll get like a couple assignments in the meantime, but you'll still have a lot of time to prepare for the big stuff, like the big projects. And that's definitely different than what I'm used to coming out of high school, sorry. And yeah, so like what else was I gonna say? So like she basically said not to worry about college, because like they give you more time to complete things, and it's a lot more like stress free in my opinion, because you get more time to complete the things that are like most stressful, like the projects. Sometimes they can seem a lot when the professor is reading to you, like when the professor is saying, hey, we have this big project, we have this project, we have this project. It can seem a lot because it's literally coming at, like all of it's coming at you at once, but it really helps to have time in between. Plus at private university you can have, you know, assistance and help, so like you're more than welcome to talk to the college professor, and obviously like they respect you more if you go up to them and you basically give them the idea that you trust them and you're willing to ask them for help. So also that helps build a really close connection with you and the professor. And I've even seen people have phone numbers with the professor, and I've even seen people like calling them, like whatever it may be, and going to events with them, which is pretty nice. So yeah. And also like what else was I gonna say? But also the reason I want to go to St. Edward's is because they have a lot of more things to do. Like they still have like a great amount of like Greek life. Like they have like an event where you can like basically, like I've seen like this really beautiful event, like basically where they like everyone has a candle in their hand and they basically worship God, and everyone's literally like having fun. Like it's like sort of like you watch it and you see how tight knit and like how like beautiful the community is at St. Edward's, given that it's also a Christian university. But also like I wanted to go to St. Edward's because like not only do they have restaurants on campus, but they also have a lot of nearby restaurants, since it's 3 miles away from the city part of Austin, and you could easily bike there or walk there. I don't recommend walking there, but biking there is like what I prefer if you just want to like have like an evening stroll. And so like yeah, that's also why I wanted to go to St. Edward's. And I'm really happy that oh my god, that I got in. I have like struggle, sometimes I struggle talking so much, because like sometimes I talk really fast, and I also have a little bit of a stutter, so just keep that in mind. And yeah, so let's see, what else did I want to talk about? This video is going to be so long when I add this clip to the already long clip that I have. Okay. Yeah, so that's basically why I wanted to go to St. Edward's, because like it's a beautiful campus. It looks like a castle. Like if you've ever researched it, like since I'm going there, of course I have to do like research on it and like why I wanted to go there, like why I even applied there. Obviously, like I'm interested in it and I'm doing my research on it, and everything they have, typically what they have, I hope to have in a college. Like basically everything they have is for me and would better benefit my college experience. So that's also why I want to go there. And also like, let me just look it up real quick. I know this video is gonna be so long, but they have like an awesome bookstore, and they have like a lot of like great events. I haven't really like read all of the events, but I've seen like basically on their website, like they have different like events, and they have like a good amount of professors to help you, and they have like a writing center, which is basically required for every college to have at least a writing center, and 3 dining halls max, which is good for me. And let's see what else. I'm on a pretty great meal plan too, and I'm going to be going in the Mary Hill and Hilltopper apartments. I completed like my first year of college, and to be a sophomore you have to have 30 credits, and I'm at 18. So with that in mind, I can like basically I'm gonna be a freshman going into the Mary Hill and Hilltopper apartments, and it's gonna be great because I haven't really like, I've only had like the dorm experience, because back at Concordia I was in a dorm rather than like an apartment complex. So our walls were really thin, and you could basically hear everything. Like if you were to sneeze, the other person would say bless you. I wouldn't say it's that extreme, I'm kind of just over exaggerating, but the walls are really like, were really thin, and also we had wood floors, so like everywhere you walked it would be like because the floors were kind of thin as well. So yeah, so like I'm really excited to be in an apartment complex, because I've already reached out to my roommate. Her name's Angelina, and she's a really like, she studies abroad. Like she gave me her Instagram like to get in touch with her, since she's gonna be my roommate, and she told me that she's going in her last year into college, so she's had roommates prior, even like before I'm coming there. She's had roommates prior before, and she said that she was really like looking forward to talking to me, especially because like I don't know, like I forgot what reason she gave specifically, but she said that basically, I don't know, like her other roommates, I don't know, but she was looking forward to meeting me specifically because I'm kind of like a newcomer, and like her other roommates were like, I don't know, a sophomore, like maybe like a junior, I don't know. But yeah, I'm just really looking forward to having my own like apartment complex. Like when I was at a dorm, we had no closed rooms. Like it was just one room where she had a bedroom on her side of the room, and I had a bedroom on my side of the room, and then like we didn't have a kitchen, of course, because it's a dorm complex, and there was like a microwave and like a refrigerator, and then we both had our own sinks, but there is one bathroom, so that was kind of difficult too. And at this apartment complex there's like a closed door rooms, so like you can like basically you can close your door and you'll have your own bedroom, as opposed to like one single room and her having her bed and me having my side of the room. And I like that a lot more, because like you have more privacy to yourself, and you have more, it's your own bedroom. Like you don't have to like whatever your roommate is talking about, you don't have to be in their business, or like, yeah. So and Angelina, she's really sweet, like and I was told like the model that I chose, this model, I forgot what model it was, but I forgot. And also like I forgot what else to say. Oh yeah, they have a patio. I'm not used to having a patio either, and they have a kitchen too, a kitchenette, and it's really nice. I've seen like the Mary Helen Hilltopper apartments online because I like to do my research on these type of things. And overall, I'm just really excited to go back to school, but I'm also really trying to spend my summer wisely, so that when I finally do go back to school, I don't feel like I didn't spend this time wisely. So, and I've been watching a lot of old movies, so I'm just ready to kind of like get into that college life again. And yeah, this is officially the end of the video, so if you have any comments down below, or like if you like the video, tell me what you liked about it in the comments. I literally get no comments on either of my videos, so it'd be really nice to even see one comment or two comments. I'll reply to them, considering I don't have a lot of comments coming in on my YouTube videos. And yeah, so feel free to I don't know, like skip forward on this video. I know it's long, so yeah, have a great day and ask me any questions down below, like how college is, like basically what you need for college. I know it varies between which college you're going to, but I can certainly like give you an answer. So yeah, so have a great day, and this is officially the end of the video. And yeah, stay tuned for my other videos coming up soon.